apparently, according to Starbucks, my name starts with a J. Or J, so Jayde. So whatever Starbucks puts on my name down as, that's the name I'm going by. So today my name is Jade with a Y. Okay, so happy Thursday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. So like Reggie, I'm talking a little bit about my mental health throughout the years. It's kind of more of a timeline. Around the same time I kind of came out as, I guess, bi, but this happened, I think, about the same summer, actually. Imagine that, coming out and dealing with mental health issues around the same time. I know when I was either 12 or 13, I was diagnosed as being bipolar. It was the summer of 2001. I remember it being really bad. I didn't really leave their room. I didn't really have friends back then. I had two friends that I really talked to. Because middle school was probably the worst 3 years of my life. I was bullied. I was made fun of. It was awful. There was this burn book that the girls had, and I was in there, and there were just awful things like written about me, and you know, that kind of thing can mess you up, unfortunately. So I literally had no friends, and I started getting into the whole rock music. I was always into rock music, but before I was like 12, 13, I would kind of dress more preppy, I guess, for the sake of my mother and my birth mother, because at one point I lived with my birth mother and my mother, the one who raised me. So unfortunately with my birth mother, I didn't really get along with her that well, and she was having mental issues on her own, so I was always constantly just walking on eggshells with my family, so I didn't really get along with either one of them. But I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember it was 2000, at least 2001, because I was 12, and I was grounded for some reason. I don't remember what happened. I think I didn't like read a summer book, and for the summer, so my mom grounded me, and I was forced to listen to the radio because I didn't have a TV, and the family computer was nothing yet, so it's not like I could just go on the computer anyway. So the way they had to ground me was they took my TV away, so I couldn't watch TV, and they took my CDs away, so I couldn't listen to music. But I still had the radio, which makes absolutely no sense. So that was a weird punishment. But I was sitting there listening to the radio, and I discovered this band called Linkin Park. Don't know if you thought that was going to go there. That's kind of why I suggested talk about mental health. And there was a song called Crawling, and it just changed my life. I'm gonna start crying. I've been a mess dealing with the death of the lead singer, and it's crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna not cry on camera. Let's not do that. I've done that before. Cried on camera. Anyway, so when I was 13, I had a friend who self-harmed, and she unfortunately got sent to a mental institution, and around the same time they told her parents to get me checked out for, you know, mental health issues. Because around that time I started dressing in all black, I started painting my nails black, I listened to rock music. Linkin Park was kind of deep, so of course my mom was worried that I was gonna like off myself. I don't know. I wasn't necessarily suicidal, but unfortunately I did self-harm. I would very visible scars, and I would wear those the jelly bracelets, so they would hide them, or I would make makeshift like gloves with black socks and pins, so nobody ever saw them. So yeah, when I was 13, I officially got diagnosed as having bipolar disorder and insomnia. What they didn't diagnose me with, it was until later on, was I also have anxiety. I also have PTSD from childhood traumas that I don't want to get into right now. Unfortunately, I might talk about that in a future video. I have one on my personal channel that I talked about So maybe I can just re-upload that one or just re-talk about it because it's kind of a sensitive subject. What people don't realize is that what affects you in your childhood can affect you in adulthood. I'm 28 now, and I still can't talk to people on the phone, even though I do that for a living. I talk to people on the phone all the time. I still sometimes can't order my own food at a restaurant because I'm afraid that I'm going to mess up. And you constantly have, like, these voices in your head telling you that you're going to mess up. And, it's awful, and I would not wish that on anybody. And I was explaining to my friends that I don't even know who I am without my depression or anxiety and PTSD. Like, I don't even know. I chose to go on antidepressants when I was 13. I actually, ironically enough, I think I went on Zoloft. It was the same medication that Reggie said he was on. I'm sorry, sorry. So it was crazy. Like, you're 13 years old and you have to deal with this depression of, and then when I was 16 years old, I was dating this person, and she caused me to just be anxious all the time because I didn't know what she wanted, and I remember having a panic attack before school, and it was just the worst. Like, my heart started racing. I couldn't handle the everyday, like, normal task, and I went to my guidance counselor, and he's like, you probably should start seeing a therapist again. Because when I was 13, I saw one, but then when I came out as being bisexual, my grandmother didn't want me to see a therapist anymore because she thought my therapist made me gay. I don't know, because that's how it works. And you know what? I'm gonna make this a two-parter. I'm gonna upload a video next week, and I just want people to know that it's okay to not be okay, and life happens. Because I really don't want to have to make a 10-minute video. It's going on to about 7 minutes now. But it's okay to not be okay. If you guys ever feel like you can't go on with it anymore, I highly recommend Crisis Text Line. If you're not a big talker on the phone like I am, you can do text help to. I should probably have this in front of me. I should probably have this in front of me. Crisis Text Line. Hello, Frankie. That's another cat I don't think you guys have seen. Frankie. Frankie. Cats really help. Crisis Text Line. I should have music in the background. I don't. Okay. So it's literally just follow Crisis Text Line on Twitter. This is what their page looks like. So if you need to go to their page. I used them recently, and I think I'm stable enough that I actually might apply to be a crisis counselor. Yeah, it's going on in about 8 minutes. So that was just a little bit of history of dealing with adolescence depression, and I'm going to probably make a two-part about dealing with depression in my adulthood, because I'm 28 years old now and I still deal with a lot of it, and there's just a lot that I want to cover. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and if you guys need a hug, I will hug you. If you guys need a friend, I am your friend. And yeah, if you guys, I don't really do social media, but if you guys want to, my Twitter is Chaotic Kitty, I believe. I'm gonna write that down. I might primarily will do Twitter. I think my Twitter is private. It's Chaotic Kitten, so that is me. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, that's fine. My Instagram is private also. I might make a secondary Instagram and Twitter and Facebook for this channel. But I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and that is Loki. Say hello, Loki. All of my cats, or pretty much all, in my videos now. Yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and yeah, bye.